Oh, yeah. Time for a Lucy break. Lucy Breakers, 100% nicotine, always tobacco free. When do I use my Lucy? Whenever I want, really. Whenever I want some good mint flavor, because that's my favorite flavor is the Lucy Mint. These are 12 milligrams, people. Get together with me in enjoying these Lucy Breakers. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. I said that like Harvey Keitel. Let's level up your Lucy nicotine routine. Promo code J, J-A-Y. You're going to go to lucy.co/JAY and you get 20% off your first order. Lucy.co/J. Enjoy your Lucy Breaker. Thank you, Lucy, for sponsoring this podcast. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. So don't try to cheat it. Warning, this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
This is a story about the supernatural.
Shelterwood is the land of dreams. If you want to find something here, you will.
This is a story of disappearances and homecomings.
I know your whole world has been turned upside down, but listen, I was really hoping I could convince you not to go back out there.
Investigating the disappearance of my sister, Sadie DeRosso.
I've never heard of anyone coming back, ever.
Subscribe now to Shelterwood, a suburban gothic, to follow this story.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Healthcare professionals can lead their careers with LinkedIn. Discover jobs by specialty, preferred shifts, and even desired salary. From mental health therapists to radiology technicians, it's now faster and easier for healthcare professionals to find the right fit. Learn more at linkedin.com/healthcare. Side effects may include faster job placement, improved work-life balance, and increased career satisfaction.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
I don't know if this dog's gonna.
She's just going to sit
be
there and
with, I mean, no, I'm saying at the end of the day,
you wouldn't be the first that
you
tried.
might not be.
Isn't she ridiculous?
She might be waking up in a different house tomorrow.
Patton Oswalt and
That is
Birdie.
a ridiculous dog. Oh my god,
That's all she does all day.
For dog lovers, this is a terrible thing to have for your podcast because she's instantly just endorphined me out, and I just like you need lively guests. You can't have me sitting there going. I mean, we're kind of slipping in.
Wait till Joe asks you
fascism,
about
but look at
Ratatouille.
this little
You'll snap right into it. Patton Oswalt's here. Black Coffee and Ice Water. I listened to it last night. I love everything you do.
Oh man,
You're just.
thank you.
I think comedian-wise, you might lead the league in yippies. You're a big yippee guy.
I like saying yippee. I like, but yippee, when I go yippee, that's my way of saying I'm overwhelmed and don't know what to say at this point about whatever it is I'm talking about. I'm just like, yee. Yeah, it's too much.
We got to thank the Substack people.
Mm.
Patton Lee Rossiter. Lee Rossiter. Nick Drew. Brett Judah. Zen Orchard. All right, what is
Feel like
fucking
that might not be. Although, wait a minute.
roller derby team?
Or we're in California. That could absolutely be a real name.
They, them, Zen Orchard.
They, them, Zen Orchard.
And
that should be the name.
They, them, Zen Orchard. It's like
They, them, and then in quotes, Zen Orchard.
It's kind of like a roller derby team name. Like, here comes Zen Orchard.
Zen Orchard on the inside track.
We've never seen her upset.
Slingshotting from the back.
Michael Fritzlar, thank you guys for buying me a new boat.
Ooh. Very nice.
Roller derby was a thing that was on periodically when I was a kid in New Jersey. It was always on like Channel 9, not any of the big three networks, Channel 9. Maybe
It was televised?
Little WWOR.
Yeah, WOR, and it would be on like before wrestling, after wrestling, and it looked really fake, but I was also dialed into wrestling hard. I was
So, yeah.
I was like, well, if wrestling's real, maybe this is real.
I'm amazed they haven't brought roller derby back just in terms of the cameras that they have now, how much more amazing it would look.
Everybody
visually.
would wear a camera probably.
Not only wear a camera, you'd have drones everywhere. You could have you could just have cameras constantly moving.
I'm going to turn the fan off.
I was going to say. Oh, dude. I didn't know podcasting was so rough.
Well, it's the pickleball, really. Do you play pickleball?
I don't Play.
Good. Next question.
But I'm in a pickleball movie that's coming out.
Really? Is it Ben Stiller? That seems right up his
Ben
alley.
Stiller.
How'd I know
It is
that?
Ben Stiller. You called it. He's in it, and he produced it, and it's Jay Johnston. Jake Johnston.
Is that from Bob and from Mr. Show?
No, Jay. Who's the guy from New Girl? Jake Johnson.
Jake Johansson.
No, Jake Johansson will be doing his a bit about the kid who got his arm stripped off.
I saw Jake Johansson at the Comedy and Magic Club. And,
When? Like recently?
Yeah, a couple months ago.
No kidding.
But before I went in, you park on the roof.
That's right.
And I've never performed there till this year. Like somehow.
Me too. I just did my first. Yeah, it's so weird.
It's heaven on earth.
It's the God.
I'm like, wait, there's a 6 p.m. show? I'm
Yeah.
55 years. This is exactly. I got to get home and watch Dateline.
Please.
So there's this weird hard shell camper on the roof, but I was with my wife and I go, yeah, it's good. You have a ladder to, when the camper's got the ladder leading to the roof in case you have to get up there and man the gun turrets. And I'm just shitting on and it kind of was a weird look. It looked like one of those grills that looks like an egg, the green egg.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like that. And I go downstairs and Jake Johansson's in the green room and I'm like, holy shit, this is comedy royalty for me.
Yeah,
Jake Johansson.
Jake Johansson, yeah.
And he's talking about his green hard-shelled camper on the roof. So then I go right in and ask him all about it. Apparently, he can stand up in it somehow because the bottom, it's like a completely tricked out, modified little
Does
camper.
he live in it or travel in it?
I think a little of both. He was as odd as I wanted him to be.
Yeah, he was always an odd one, but a brilliant one.
Yeah.
I always thought he had moved to Australia, or maybe he was big in Australia.
Well, maybe the thing can float also.
Maybe he can take it out for a 2-week sail.
Have you ever camped? Are you a camper?
Terrible. I've camped, but I hated it. I went to summer camp, and we would go out on camping trips. I'm not a camper. It's just not my thing.
Patton Peter Oswalt, the pride of Broad Run High School.
Thank you.
The mascot was what?
The Spartan.
The high school yearbook was called what?
The Spartan.
Oh.
Yeah. We weren't very creative out there.
We were in New Jersey.
What were you?
We were the Hillbillies, which people don't believe.
Wait. The Hillbillies?
Bro, you have no idea.
Those are your sports teams?
It's where they filmed The Sopranos. So it's very middle class hillbillies. So as you can see from this phenomenal logo, it's a drunk man laying down with ill-fitting pants with a rifle and a jug of whiskey. That's my high school.
Your mascot is a guy that's about to go to sleep. It's basically like, just do what you want, man. I'm kind of drunk.
A lot of your alum are in
Listen,
Venice.
I have a gun. I'm probably not gonna use it. If you bother me, I will. But just do what you got to do. Let me just sleep.
So I've said it
Do what you
ad
gotta do.
nauseum, ad infinitum on this podcast. But the PC police came in the late '90s and changed the gun to a fishing pole and the whiskey jug to a dog, and the old retired mob guys change it back.
Oh yeah.
Or no more homecoming money.
No. That's our that was your Cracker Barrel.
Yeah,
you cannot.
It really
don't
was.
mess with that, please. Oh, that's so sweet. Your mascot has a gun.
And our yearbook was silhouettes.
Oh.
You know what that makes me think of? Feeling kind of Patton.
Feeling kind of silhouettes. Hi. Oh, now that I think about it, our yearbook might have had a different name, and now I'm It'll come to me as we talk. It wasn't called the Spartan.
One day I'm hoping to get a producer that can look stuff up for me as I talk to my guest.
Oh, you're when you're at Rogan level. Hey, call that up. Look that up.
Have you done Rogan?
I did Rogan once.
Is that like walking into the?
It was. Look, I knew Joe back in the '90s, and
Yeah.
he's a perfectly nice guy. I live in a very. You want to hear a really tortured analogy?
I do.
You want to? Is this the tortured analogy section of the show? I know the. Oh,
That's what
there
it
you go.
says right there. It's between the Empire State Building and the Carousel, right there on the logo.
I was friends with a writer named Harlan Ellison, sci-fi writer, and when he was young, he was friends with L. Ron Hubbard. When L. Ron Hubbard was just a pulp writer, and he was perfectly fine. Some of his stuff sucked. Some of his stuff was good. He was where I could write a story in a night and get my $30 for it. We lived in a men's hotel in Times Square. This was in the early '60s. Hubbard he would gobble a bottle of amphetamines and write a novel in a night.
My
Novel.
man,
He could
my
write a novel
man.
and then just go, there's my novel.
I get it.
He goes, and he was perfectly okay. And now I live in a world where that guy, my hallmate, controls a zombie army that will do whatever he wants and will destroy people. And he lives, he's dead, but maybe not. And for a while, he lived on a boat because he had so many billions and didn't want, like, how is this the world I'm living in? And I have a similar thing where I knew Joe in the 90s, perfectly fine comedian, perfectly, but now I live in a world where this guy can influence elections.
The weather.
He can affect the economy. He can affect the pandemic response. And I can think of, and again, Joe's a perfectly nice guy. I can think of a dozen other road comics who I'd rather have that power. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Joe would go, yeah, there are other people that should maybe have this power.
So let's name them. Let's name guys that we like. I could see like Rick Overton.
But Rick Overton is also very much in that whole, they invented a gas engine that runs on water and they killed the guy.
But that's the gig, though.
That is the gig. Yeah, that is the
So
gig.
if you're going to have because when he was on this podcast, he kept showing me pictures of UFOs in the clouds. But,
Rick Overton.
But there was no UFOs.
No,
he was literally showing me a picture of clouds and go, right there, man. That's part of the helix.
There used to be a place called the Puzzle Zoo down on the 3rd Street Promenade.
Yeah.
And they had all these figurines in the back that people would, build like models and stuff. And he would make these steampunk airships. He would build them from scratch, and he had them on display there. And they were so frigging intricate and amazing. And I don't know. I mean, I think Puzzle Zoo closed. I hope that he went and grabbed those, and I love those. We're living in a very strange world right now. Getting back to Joe, getting back to L. Ron, getting back to where if you have enough of a platform because of the way the media is now, people go, well, he must be onto something if he has 10 million listeners. That, like, you know what I mean? Like it's you reverse engineer expertise based on, well, if that many people are listening, he must be, you know what I mean?
I'm still stuck on guy like Michael McKean's not a stand-up, but I can see him leading us into glory.
If I'm having dinner with Michael McKean next week, I would love if Michael McKean were running things. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
That would be, oh my God, that would solve so many problems if Michael McKean were running things.
When I was having bad panic attacks on SNL, I would go into his office and he would have a acoustic guitar and he'd be like, what's going on? And I was like, my inside's got to be on my outside. It's like I'm dying.
Yeah.
And he'd say, the best name for a gay bar I ever heard was in San Francisco. It was the White Swallow. And there was a picture of a swallow, the bird on the, and he goes, what would you name your gay bar? And I was like, the Leather Pinata. He goes, that's good. And I was like, you could have one area or bar called the Lake Filled with Pink Snake. Like and then I realized that wasn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's how you calm a comedian down. There was
you got to go nonsense.
There was a very famous story when John Hamm, the first time he hosted SNL, Amy Poehler tells us, where that week, like her either mom or dad had passed away, and she was really having trouble getting through the sketches and stuff. And John Hamm came over to her and goes, listen, I feel really horrible for you, and I can't even imagine what you're going through right now, but this is a huge opportunity for me, and I can't have you fucking it up. And she laughed so hard, and it brought her right out of it. Like, it's exactly what she needed to hear. And, like, that's how he... John Hamm running things might be nice. Although there's so much resentment to him. You can't be that good looking, but then also be that funny.
But he has to shave. As Dennis Miller said, this guy had to shave while he was shaving. About Nixon.
Shave while he was shaving.
This guy Nixon had to shave while he was shaving. So if we're going to do comics, though, like Fraser Smith seems... Well, comics, never mind. Fraser's a guy Fraser's a radio guy first.
Fraser Smith has also beautifully aged into William S. Burroughs. Have you seen how he has turned into William S. Burroughs?
No. William Burroughs looked like a crazy old man in a horror movie all the time.
He looks like healthy William S. Burroughs.
He looks like $1 million.
He looks great, but he has this William S. Burroughs, that kind of carved face. He's carrying deep sorrow.
We
and deep
pledge
knowledge.
allegiance to the flags and faggots and all the heroin.
I love a State of the Union with some snaps.
Yeah, a little.
Have you tried ivermectin?
Yeah, it is.
Pete Holmes. I'm going Pete Holmes. I want Pete Holmes running my ship.
I would like.
Because he knows the absurd. He's in on the joke.
I would like Brian Regan running stuff.
Okay.
That would. I'd love Brian Regan running stuff because that guy sees the absurdity in everything, and he feels like he would understand when people are crashing out. Like, oh no, I know what you're doing. I get it. Like,
Brian's one of those guys where I had that seminal moment as a comedy fan. Stephen Wright on Letterman did it once, and then Brian Regan did it once, where they do 8 minutes, and it's completely like nothing they've ever done before. So Brian Regan's moment for me as a fan was him. The entire set was him going through a "Do you have OCD?" online test.
really?
And it's him just breaking down the test and then circling back to change an answer and like his obsessive, because he never.
Shoot, I got to go find that.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Stephen Wright just popped on Letterman once, and it was about working at a planetarium in Toronto. And we had a softball team in this planetarium. And when we'd practice, we'd stand under the planets. The first baseman would be under Mars. The second baseman would be under Jupiter. The third, and then blah, blah, blah. We had our first game, and we had to forfeit because we were all standing way too far apart. But it was like 11 minutes of just practicing softball in a planetarium.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, this is so unlike Stephen Wright.
Wow. Like he told a story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like joke boom.
Right.
I named my
Yeah.
dog Spot. Now he disappeared. Or who like turned you on when you were coming up? Who were the guys you couldn't get enough of?
Before I started comedy, and I bet this is the same for you too. Before I started comedy, there were people like, obviously, Carlin, Pryor, Steve Martin were that was the trinity for me. Like that's what I want to do. And then right before when I started thinking like, okay, I want to become a fan of comedy. It was watching people like Bobcat and Seinfeld, and there was a great Showtime special that Jeff Altman did, and it's from the point of view of a stand-up doing a gig, a horrible one-nighter. I don't know. It was fucking cinematic.
Where'd my pen go, Kyle? Fucking A.
It's this.
This never happens on Rogan. You know what else never happens? The laughs.
But then once I started doing stand-up, it was all my friends. It was Blaine Capatch and Mark Voice and Brian Posehn, people that are around me. Like those become
Who's
your
the
biggest
second guy?
influences. Oh, this guy.
Blaine Capatch,
this guy, I was roommates with him for a while. His name was Mark Voice. He came out of Baltimore. Had the strongest Baltimore accent. The funniest, genuinely, like when guys act like the angry comedian, like I'm pissed off, and you're like, you're not really. It's just, as my friend Dave Anthony used to put it, what's the deal with toast? You take bread, you put it, what the fuck? Like, you're just making up. This guy, Mark, was actually angry at the world in a hilarious way. I remember coming back, we were roommates for a while in Arbutus, and I came back, it was late at night after a gig, and he had all these receipts on this little table that he was writing bits on the receipts. I just picked one of them up, and it just said, "What are old people cooking that stinks so much?" Because we lived over this old couple, and they were always cooking. And I just pictured him. I was like, you were sitting inside all night in a rage, just writing while these odors wafted up, and you were just basting it.
What are old people cooking that stinks so much? On a receipt from fucking Petco.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen. So yeah, and then it was people I would open up for on the road that would really, like, one of my first gig ever at Charlie Goodnight's, I opened for Bill Hicks.
Oh.
And that really kicked my head open. That was in 1991.
That's got to be like your first movie being with Tom Cruise. It's like what, like everything's a letdown.
That's what a comedian. Well, it's like when I did a TV show with Toni Collette, and I did a movie with Charlize Theron, and it was both
big fan
of like, that was a young adult. Was Charlize.
Oh, you had like a gimpy hand or
no,
something?
He was just saying he's a big fan of Charlize Theron.
Oh, yeah, he's a big fan of Charlize. No, I'm saying when you work with that person, like you said, like, oh, that's what an actor is. Oh, that's what I had a gimpy leg. Gimpy leg.
You were very good. You know what? I really love you're one of these guys, when you're in movies, I think we all have a low-grade temperature. I don't know if it's jealousy or competitive, but you're one of those guys I truly root for.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I don't know what it is, but in big fan, I'm like, holy, like, I don't think you're a particularly sports zealot guy.
No, but
So I
I'm
knew you were acting.
very much acting, but
Who was the other guy? Was it Bobby?
it was oh God, don't tell me the king of character actors, Kevin Corrigan.
I said Bobby Cannavale. I was in the right
Bobby
ballpark.
Cannavale, also amazing. Kevin Corrigan, neither of us, I assume Kevin knew sports. He also doesn't follow sports. So there was this great scene where they wanted us driving and riffing about sports. I didn't know anything to say, and I was just like, wow, you think they're going to go all the way this year? And then there was just ass-grinding silence. And then Kevin just goes, I love football. Like, that was his riff. And I was like,
He's aged more like William Burroughs than Frazier.
Yeah, but he was always had that odd way of like pacing how he spoke and how he would react to things. It was just always his own. He's great.
I love his line in Goodfellas from the wheelchair. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's helicopters. Look, he's been following me all day. He looks at the helicopter that's actually, get the fuck out of here. When I was it's amazing, like, when you're coming up in comedy, the guys you open for and stuff, and it's not till, like, you're 15, 20 years in, you realize, oh, that guy was a super hack.
There were certain guys that I remember watching going, wow, this guy's just killing it. And then it took me years to go, oh, he was killing because he was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
You know, it's more amazing to look back at someone, again, like a Bill Hicks, who I would see walk half a room doing brilliant stuff, you know, or people that didn't quite become huge that still did, I thought, amazing. So people like Bob Rubin out of San Francisco, or David Feldman, like genuinely trying to do weird stuff in clubs in a strip mall on a Wednesday night. There was so much more bravery to that.
Do you think they were trying to do weird, or they're weird guys and that's the only way they could communicate?
Oh, no, I thought the truly weird, like a Bob Rubin or a David Feldman, that's what they think comedy was. They're not trying to be, that's the only way they have to communicate. The truly weird and original don't think they're being weird. It's the people that tell you, strap in, guys, it's going to get
Lenny
really
Schultz
weird.
hit himself over the head with rubber chickens.
Guys, when you tell the audience how dangerous and dark
See,
and
that's what I
weird
love
you
about
are,
Patton. You, like in the Comedians of Comedy, which I saw maybe, no lie, 10 times.
Wow.
My wife and I ex-wife would just put it on constantly. I mean, it ruined the marriage. But,
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
And like, we talked about it on this show when you guys were talking about comics that go up with a certain outfit because their opening joke, like, what the? I think it was you that just went, what the?
Look at this.
I know you, would he blow Don Ho for that shirt? What the? And you just got it down to 2 syllables. The guy hits the mic and goes, what the?
Yeah. The thing that he has to, his opening line is something there was a guy I worked with that he was a white guy with dreadlocks, which dreadlocks take a lot of time to grow and maintain.
Yes.
Like, that's a thing you need to commit to. And he would go up, and his first line is, if I ever catch that barber. Well, Barber didn't do that. You did. Barber can't give you dreadlocks.
Oh, who was the
idiot.
black woman? I used to do Stand By It, Catch a Rising Star.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. And she had like Patti LaBelle crazy hair.
Oh, Lord.
And she would walk up and goes, yeah, I know my hair is fucked up, but I take my medication now. That was her opening joke. And it was this ass, as you said, ass grinding silence.
Yeah, but because the audience is like, but if you take your medication, now, then
sense.
wouldn't you not? Okay, never mind.
I haven't asked you a single.
There, by the way, this is so random. There's another guy, this guy named Jim Turner. He played Randy from Randy and the Redwoods on MTV back in the 90s. He was just big. He was on Arliss.
Yeah. For some reason I thought Donald Logue was Randy, but that was
no,
the cab driver,
Donald Logue was the cab driver,
which is the greatest impression I don't know what the hell happened, but that guy needed his own series.
He also, that's clearly a guy that drove him around, and he remembered it and went, yeah, I'm just gonna do like that happened to him, and he burned it into his head. Anyway, Jim Turner would do this character on stage who's like a self-help guy, where he's trying to like connect the audience. So he brings out this bag, like this doctor's bag, and he takes ribbons out of it. Everyone hold a ribbon. We're all going to be connected. And he's taking all those ribbons. And then at one point he takes out a gun and like he realizes, oh, there's a gun in my, and then he just goes, why do we have these? Like trying to cover for the fact that he accidentally took a gun out of it. But again, it's that whole thing of like trying to cover or make that. Actually, that didn't connect at all to the people with the dumb opening line. It just, I thought of it.
No,
and it
but
made
I
me
love the
laugh.
story.
Yeah. Sorry.
So you did
I know that podcasts, we like them to be very, very tight and logical and
sure.
follow. I mean, I don't want to bring randomness to podcasts.
I was trying to cut clips here.
We're trying to clip, goddammit.
It's really, you were on the earlier version of the podcast where it was audio only.
I know.
When you
I
came
remember
to the
that
radio station.
Yep.
Then I went to, rehab, got my life together. It was a 4-year break.
And I'm sorry for what I put you through during that interview. I know that that's what tipped you over.
It did.
Yeah.
No, we had a great talk.
was.
I called you out on some stuff, and you had great responses.
Mhm.
Like, I don't like anything where it comes down to this
Oh, God.
about Last Comic Standing. And I went, that's totally fair. Like, we communicated like adults. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
always going to love this guy. And then, where was I going with this? The podcast, now comedy's sort of become a business I'm not sure I want to be in anymore. Like, I don't go on the road anymore.
What's your reason? Like, because you don't like to travel. You don't like the.
Well, I don't like traveling. It's a young
Yeah.
man's game. But
Yes.
also, when I'm on any social media or and I watch whoever else is in the business now, that's not like the names, the Mark Voices, the Jeff Altmans, the Bobcats. With me, I was on the East Coast. It was Alan Havey. I'd go to the cellar
Alan
and
Havey.
I do the 1:15 spot. Attell would do the 1:45 a.m. spot. So like that was every weeknight. I was still living with my parents, and now it's just like Pod Bros.
Yeah, we got.
The only reason I'm
really-
still doing this is because
Right.
Joe walked me into how to monetize it, and I don't have to go on the road anymore, and I get to talk to my friends.
We got really spoiled for two reasons coming up. You got every night it's Dave Attell. It's
Otto and
it's
George,
just
fucking a cock-a-doodle-doo. Johnny
Otto
Cochran,
and
suck that
George.
cock-doo-dah.
his Otto and George's interview on Midnight Blue with
alcohol.
Did you see that one?
Try to get
Is-
more of sandwich on your shirt,
Yeah,
you fat
Yeah,
fuck.
you're wasting away to a fucking warehouse.
I just watched that the other day.
Me too. I watched that.
Did we just
over-
become best friends?
we just became friends. That point where Al asks some stupid non sequitur question, and it just brings everything to a halt. And then, I'm sorry, George. The guy's name is Otto. The puppet's name is George. George goes, "Geez, Al, the coffee just fell asleep."
But he was also self-aware. Where you guys got to look up Otto and George and enjoy, and you're welcome. Like this will
Yeah.
change your life.
It's the
The
funniest.
dummy says something Al Goldstein, and it bombs, and the dummy just goes cricket. Like he was always self-aware when he was bombing. Oh, we were in Escondido. We watched it.
But
together.
again, we came up during the time. We had two advantages. One,
It was madness.
we were surrounded by people that I just want to be a good comedian. They're not thinking about how do I monetize this? How do I get into movies? How do I want to be the best at this? And we also had a thing. We had our time in the wilderness. We had time where we weren't being filmed and you weren't being watched. The comedians coming up now, yes, it is way easier to get through. There aren't the gatekeepers that we had to get through. You have your own studio in your pocket, basically. But you don't have those years where no one's watching you and you can figure out exactly who you are. They are all people are posting their open mics. They're
Oh.
posting their open mics. And if something
The biggest show in the world is an open mic.
yeah, but like
Kill Tony's an open mic.
yes, it is. It's a friggin' open mic and it's a way for I don't want to go down that road right now.
Well, you do get like a Christina Mariani, who's like, okay, that's an actual comedian that got through.
yes.
But then there's that guy that imitates Mitch Hedberg, and you're like, what? Why is this? Why?
you know
is
what?
that-
You know what's really sad about the guy that I can't remember his name?
It's good.
He might have been able to find his own voice, but because there's no time in the wilderness, when I was coming up, I would ape other people. I didn't know what I was doing, so I would
Whoever I saw last,
I would
that's what
ape.
did
Yeah,
next.
I would ape Blaine Capatch. It took me a while to find my own voice. This guy might have found his voice, but now it's been put on Netflix. Like that, it's stamped him, and it's going to be hard. Like they need their time in the wilderness, and that's being taken away from them. And it's like, and also the other thing too that really sucks about comedy right now. And I still love doing it, and I travel. But remember how we used to in the '80s go, "I wish people would take comedy more seriously." Well, we apparently wished for that on a monkey's paw because now comedy is being just looked at under a friggin' microscope, and there's nothing more depressing and dangerous than when people say comedians are our new philosophers and truth tellers. Well, the media should be our truth tellers. Not if comedians are your truth tellers, then your civilization's about to collapse. You're about to go back into the dark ages because that's when the comedian was the truth teller. It was there so the king could go, yeah, I got a good sense of humor while I'm raping your daughter and sending your son off to war. Here's Corncob, the farting dwarf. He's going to call me fat. See, we're all even now. Like, that is, so these podcasters having Trump on their fucking podcast, like, see, he's regular. It's like, no, you're good. What are you doing? You shouldn't be having politicians on your fucking podcast.
Oh my, yeah, that's a whole other thing.
I do.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. My friends, it's getting darker earlier, and that makes me a little depressed. Yes, I have seasonal mood disorder. Did you know that's a thing? I didn't either until somebody told me that. How did I learn that? BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend, and you better be checking in on your friends, or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp.com makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners of More Stories get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com/more stories. That is your promo code. You can live the best version of you. My friends, this is a call to action. It is time to get well, to get better, to get great. BetterHelp.com/more stories for 10% off your first month. Help is out there. There is a therapist for you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Time for a Lucy break. Lucy Breakers, 100% nicotine, always tobacco free. When do I use my Lucy? Whenever I want, really. Whenever I want some good mint flavor, because that's my favorite flavor is the Lucy Mint. These are 12 milligrams, people. Get together with me in enjoying these Lucy Breakers. Level up your nicotine routine with Lucy. I said that like Harvey Keitel. Let's level up your Lucy nicotine routine. Promo code J, J-A-Y. You're going to go to lucy.co/JAY and you get 20% off your first order. Lucy.co/J. Enjoy your Lucy Breaker. Thank you, Lucy, for sponsoring this podcast. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. So don't try to cheat it. Warning, this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
If we knew more about our sleep, what would we do differently? Would we go to bed at a consistent time or take steps to reduce interruptions to our sleep? With the all-new Sleep Score, Apple Watch measures your bedtime consistency, interruptions, and sleep duration. Then, every morning it combines these factors into an easy-to-understand score from 1 to 100. So you'll know how to take the quality of your sleep from good to excellent. Introducing the new Sleep Score on Apple Watch. iPhone 11 or later required.
Oh, Hilton stay. Your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay, oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
Do you would you be a good king or a bad king? What would be your...
Be a terrible king.
What would be your pros and... I already know my cons is I'd perv out and I'd make people have sex. I would have different species of animals fight. Like, all right, rhino or shark. Let's make it happen.
If I were to perv out, that would at least mean that I was present and involved. My problem as a king is...
I'd be like Rick James.
I'd have like 4 days where I'd be really, really focused and we're going to do this. And then 2 weeks, I'm just like, I don't... Just leave me... I'm just crashing out for a little bit. Let me just... And I wouldn't... And everything would kind of fall, and then I had to run to catch up so that the kingdom would constantly be like, what is he doing?
The bipolar king.
Yeah, I would be totally like, leave me alone for a while. I just need to... I'm going to watch a bunch of movies. I can't really talk.
They're not invented yet.
Well, we're going to work on inventing this. Well, you know what I would do? Bring in the jester to do shadow puppets for me for like a few hours.
Who was on? They lost America's Got Talent to a guy that did it was Orlando Leyba.
Yeah.
He lost a
What?
guy did shadow puppets and he lost. But the guy, it was amazing.
I thought he lost to a dance troupe. Orlando is my opener on the road.
Oh,
Yeah, and I thought he
was
lost
just
to
here.
a,
He's the best.
Orlando, when you talk about like when you root for somebody,
Yeah.
that's a guy when he walks out, audiences immediately root for him. They just absolutely root for him. He's so charming and so sweet and also genuinely funny. Like he has really fucked up stories that happened to him.
I love that you have good openers. I've always had, like, I've kind of got a Hall of Fame opener list. They've all blown past me.
Oh, some of my openers, and Orlando's kind of headlining now too, but like John Mulaney has opened for me, Kyle Kinane, like but I'm glad that they just go. I don't want some guy that's like, I'm always available when you like.
Oh.
I want people to launch. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, and so I'm very lucky.
It
And
always,
also,
starts with a text. Hey, man,
yeah,
I see you're going to be in Richmond. You know,
yeah, I can fly. I'll fly myself. My dad works for United.
My aunt's from 3 hours away from Richmond. My aunt's from New Jersey, so I could open for you in Richmond, Virginia. It's like, oh, you don't do crown work. Well, you're not a dentist, so that'd be weird if you did crown work.
Every now and then I'll do a little crowd work, but to me it just sounds crowd work feels to me like at the end of an interview where the guy goes, anything else you want me to ask you? It's like, that's your fucking, be prepared, have stuff you want to talk about. Don't go, so what else?
Well, now that's a thing. Comics will do like get to the end of their set and be like, next 20 minutes, just ask me whatever you want, and then they repurpose it as a crowd work clip.
Well, I see them with their cameras up at the club. The MC at either the Improv, I don't go to the Comedy Store, it's a little dark for me, or the Laugh Factory, they'll set up their camera and it's just crowd work. And you go, I can see the whole, what they're doing and working. Then I want to pull them aside and be like, I don't know anybody that ever got a show doing crowd work because you can't ask a studio audience, what's your name, where you're from? Or maybe we just came up with the show.
They tried to do a sketch at Mr. Show. I know this from back in the day about a comedian that becomes really, really successful at crowd work. And so he's a customs agent. And he's just going, what's your name? Where are you from? Like that. They're trying to work his act into his profession. It just doesn't work.
I don't think people have any appreciation for. You may think you know how brilliant Mr. Show was, but the fact that sketches led to sketches, to a family watching TV, they're watching the sketch, and then the family watching it is the sketch, and the guy at the door becomes the new sketch.
The sketches that they didn't do are sketches other shows would build a whole episode around, but they would just like, nah, this doesn't, like, this has got to hit like 4 other levels before we can do it. You know what I mean? Like the bar for quality on that show is insane. It's like The Onion. It was like the way The Onion is just like, how are they this consistently just nailing it?
The original Ben Stiller show on MTV for me, that's like my comedy IV in high school. Not high school, just after high school. Like they would do Dog Day Afternoon on Star Trek, but it was, or they would do like, and it was only him and Jeff Kahn.
Yeah.
It was 2 guys. They would do Rain Man on Star Trek.
You ever see the one that short film that he made? I don't know why I don't even know if he made it for anything, and they ended up showing it on SNL because it was so funny, called The Hustler of Money.
No.
It's when Ben was doing Skin of Our Teeth with John Mahoney and the whole cast, and it's his first ever doing Tom Cruise. And it's the exactly.
Yeah.
And but instead of pool, it's bowling hustlers. So it's him and John Mahoney, and they're just, I mean, they nail every aspect of that movie, but it's a trailer for the movie called The Hustler of Money. You should look it up online.
This is like the 5th note I've got.
I'm so
Corn
sorry,
Cob,
man, but yeah,
Corn
Corn Cob, the
sorry.
farting dwarf.
What do you mean sorry? This is why I'm in show business, because I get fired up. Hustlers of Money.
Yeah, The Hustler of Money.
The Hustler of Money.
It's so good, but it's one of those, like, remember when you would watch the Weird Al parody videos, and he would obsessively parody not just the song, every visual in the original video he would do a joke on. Like the video for Eat It, literally every shot he makes a joke about. In that it's so, there's not a bit of meat left on that bone when he's done with it. Even to the point where he tracked down some of the original dancers from Beat It and then put them in the Eat It video. It's so bizarre.
I've only heard he's a wonderful guy.
He's the greatest.
Have you ever been on SNL?
No.
You seem like you'd be such a great host.
I would. Could you
want me to call the vice president
yeah,
of show business
yeah,
or something?
Yeah, I need a little more buzz. See, because you're net less.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I don't believe. I have never had an experience with a ghost, but I don't disbelieve other people's experiences.
Your cat seems to.
I think. Oh, my fucking cat.
This
has this ever happened with your pets?
No, she doesn't really. I don't think she has a brain.
Like
that's her.
She doesn't see the real people in the room.
Yeah,
right. She doesn't come when. If I call her, she goes to her bed.
I have a cat, and when I play with her, this is a bit that I do, but this is something that I keep experiencing. This happened 2 days ago, by the way, and I even was like, "Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! It's happening." When I play with her, she'll stop and then react to something, and she'll do that head turn like someone walked into the room, no one there, and then she'll follow it across the room, and then we'll do this little motion like there's something about her energy, like, and gone, and then back to me, like, and it is so.
Oh, look, a demon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I was like, I have friends who go, I wish my cat could talk, and I'm like, that's the last thing I want. If my cat could talk, all it would be this little fur ball going, remember that chicken treat you gave me? I'll eat another chicken treat. You want another chicken? I'll eat another chicken treat. You want another chicken treat? I'd love it in the. Oh, demon. Demon just came in the room. It's walking across the room. It has a coyote head. Now the coyote head is splitting open. It's two baby heads. Now it's pointing at you. Now it's gone. Hey, have another chicken treat? Like it was just.
That's so funny.
But it's so creepy. And when I do that bit, I've had people in the audience go, "Yeah, my cat, yeah." It's clearly looking at something.
It is amazing. Any of the things. I don't know if I'm a good writer particularly, but I'm a good reporter. Like you're reporting.
Well, you can recount stories.
Yeah,
Here's
like
what
I'm
happened.
just.
I saw this.
My favorite subject that happened to me, and now I'm going to share it with an audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's like no matter how wacky it is, somebody in the audience is like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah,
like that. Like I'm doing jokes about my first day in rehab, going through detox, field trips to paddle boats in a van with 14 guys in an 8-passenger van. No, you have to laugh.
You in a paddle boat, and you're in.
I'm 4 days off of.
I'm also flashing into your inside your head like, how the fuck does this paddle boat help me keep me off?
Equine therapy? They put us in a van. By the way, it's an 8-passenger van. There's 14 of us. They're fighting over the radio. It's like daytime hip hop stations on a FM radio, and everybody's trying to out dirtbag each other and be out. And we get there, and Patton, there's a therapist who works with horses and addicts or depression, whatever, and they're like, so let your horse choose you.
Oh, dear God.
And as you're like, look, I want to have an open mind because I got to get off drugs. My life has come to shit. And these horses, they fill our gaps and they can tell what we need. They know what's missing. And I'm like, well, mine just took a shit. Like, so I'm not like, I think you might be overselling the import of the horse and his intrinsic knowledge of what I need in life because you just shit on my feet.
You just tried to sell me a Hallmark movie, and this is an Abel Ferrara film right now. Like that's what I'm looking at.
You girls ever suck a cock?
Yeah. Oh,
a couple beautiful girls. Where were you tonight? Kit Kat Club? Smoke a little grass?
He just wrote a memoir, and I just ordered it. I cannot wait to read that dude's memoir.
We tried to get him on he goes, I'd love to come on the podcast.
What?
But I don't travel, so you'd have to come to New York to record me. I'm like, of all the guys, I might. It's like Alan Alda.
But would you ever be in New York and could set that up? Because I'm
done flying.
Oh, you're done.
I hit that weird whammy at 55 years old. I can't sit on a plane. I get a panic attack.
Oh my God! Wow.
The tube, the enclosure. Lack of control. I can't get out and walk around.
Abel, if you're watching this, you're worth a panic attack to me.
Yeah,
I would go through a million panic attacks.
How about you guest host more stories?
And if you want to send me on the road as a roving reporter, I'll go talk to Hi.
You'll be my John Oliver and I'll be Jon Stewart. I just send you out.
You'll be here. So Patton, what's going on? Well, I'm outside his apartment. He said he'd be here. It looks like it's on fire. I don't know what happened.
Somebody just threw a Ouija board at me. God damn it, is he amazing?
He is a fucking nut, but God has made such. Even like there's an early movie he made called The Toolbox Murders. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And all of his movies I love.
Why did I say that? Like, you know what? My need for validation. I acted like I knew what you were talking about.
Oh,
I'm going to take it back.
Go
say Toolbox Murders again.
Toolbox Murders.
Never heard of it.
Oh wow. Oh well, you
Fill
got to
me
go
in.
see it.
Okay.
What I love about his movies like Ms. 45 and Toolbox Murders and you know even Bad Lieutenant is it is a weird. They've all become accidental documentaries of that's what New York looked like then.
Yeah.
Like this is New York in the late 70s. It really was as grim as people say it was. This is like you feel the crew is terrified. Like, can we just get this shot and get the fuck out of here?
Harvey Keitel in Bad Lieutenant. What do you have to do to get a nomination? He's butt naked. He's smoking crack.
Yeah.
He calls Jesus, "You rat fuck."
Where were
You rat fuck. Where the fuck were you? I'm so bad. I'm sorry.
I
Couple N-words in the car to the radio. Good
I almost
eyes,
feel
Daniels.
like he took his cock out in that, didn't get the nomination, and the next year he took his cock out in the piano, and the Academy was like, "Okay, just put your cock away," and then he got the nomination. Like it was almost like they're like, "Please."
Don't you think there should have been like a separate, like we all know it's going to be Schindler's List, so now let's have the Oscars for everything that wasn't Schindler. Like the piano, that was a Best Picture.
Well,
he was a best, like it was incredible. Holly,
yeah. There's a guy on Instagram called the Reverend Cuss Creep. He's an amazing film reviewer, and he does his alternate Oscars. And yes, he's doing it to be funny. Like he'll go back to the year 1991. Here's what was nominated. Here's what won. Here's what I picked. And yes, it's kind of funny, but it's also like, but the movies that he's picking are the movies that have actually lasted that we still talk about, and the ones that won the Oscar, you never watch those again. Like, why is that? Especially like
the English Patient.
Yeah, English Patient. Dances with Wolves over Goodfellas. Goodfellas is literally part of our vernacular now.
It's actually better every time you watch it. Somehow I learned something else, and something I go.
There's always a little detail that you miss. You're like, oh my God, I didn't even see that.
It's in my mother's name.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
It's.
What are you, a fucking wise guy? I want it out of here. It's in my mother's name.
And right before they kill Maury, because I'm known.
Do they have good Danish?
Yeah.
I told Bella I'd bring a Danish.
But as they're walking, because they're all just they're just chatting, they're talking about that big scandal of when they were getting the college players to throw the games.
Was that St. John? No, I don't want to say the wrong school.
Providence?
It was a point shaving scandal.
Point shaving, but they're talking about setting it up. That's what they're talking about. And so what they're saying is the life of crime these guys are living, it's so steeped and it's so deep that a giant point shaving scandal was just a toss-off thing. We got to go kill this guy. But those kids, they're going to shave the points, right? Good. Like, that's just a thing they just toss off. That's one of 8 crimes they're doing that day. They don't even care.
That's a very good point.
It's a great movie.
Come on, let's go. I got to let it warm up.
Yep. And the way the camera is... the camera is a hustler. The camera is constantly looking around at everything, and it's what Henry's looking at. He wants everything. He wants everything, and he can't stop looking around at everything. He's not at peace ever. That camera is zipping around. First, it's zipping around because I want that car. I want those shoes.
Yeah.
He's looking at everything, and then at the end, he's looking at the consequences of all that wanting is now, at least at the helicopter and the thing, and every time there's no better depiction of being whacked on coke.
I can't fly without my lucky hat. Fucking people.
What the fuck is and the way he's zipping around. It's
that was me.
Is that how you were?
Yeah, I
were
got.
You seeing helicopters?
I was getting text. I thought cartels were after me.
Jesus.
Everything, something. The dialogue in my head, I would snort so much Adderall and swallow it that as I was talking to you, my hands would get locked up like Lego hands, like you put a sword in there. And then as you were talking, I'd be like, open your hands, you look weird. And then I would say something and they'd go back. And also I'd be bent over like this talking to you. And the whole time you're talking, I'm like, why are you... But then I realized I do that when I'm acting too.
You get really wound up.
I'm like, what am I doing? Stand up straight. You look like, but don't do it all at once.
Did your friends have an intervention, or did you go? I got.
No, the intervention was in this room. Yeah,
Really?
so this is a big victory podcast. And
Oh,
there was,
nice.
so I don't know if you know this, the lie they told me, you have to lie to a drug addict to get him to their intervention. And I used to do it at a table over in that
Oh,
corner.
yeah, how'd they get you to come here?
For the podcast, in the next morning, I was going to interview Wu-Tang Clan. And Skylar Stone, comedian, was emailing
Love
me.
Skylar.
He was emailing me. He's wonderful. He
He's
saved my
great.
life. He was emailing me as RZA. Thursday morning, bong, boing, boing, boing. Whoa, whoa, Wu-Tang, Shaolin. And I'm emailing with RZA like, it's going to be great if you need anything.
This is like an MI5 op. Like he's
It was something
pretending to be. We got to get the subjects on the move. We got him. And then
So Corey
Oh my
Fry, my
God.
producer and assistant at the time, I come downstairs. I was up all night fucking coming up with a Pulitzer Prize winning interview. She's at the table and she's fully made up and she's got perfume on. And I'm like, wow, this is impressive. She's taking it seriously.
yeah.
Then Skylar, who introduced me, quote unquote, to RZA, comes up to this door. Then my wife, my girlfriend at the time, comes downstairs before work. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
and people kept kind of showing up. And I'm so high, I'm like, listen, you guys got to get the fuck out of here because Wu-Tang Clan's coming over. And then the interventionist was like a skinhead with a swastika tattooed to the top of his head that he was having removed, but
Yeah.
not fast enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, he had no teeth. I'm like, I don't think this guy came with Wu-Tang Clan because he's a skinhead.
Yeah.
And then he was talking to me. He had no teeth. He had 0 teeth. So it's like, Patton, most important day of my life. And he's like, these people, they love me like crazy, but they're not going to love you to death. And then when you accept this gift, and I'm like, maybe this guy did come with Wu-Tang Clan because those were some fucking bars he just laid on me. And then the car was across the street. It was like a literal gremlin. The interventionist drove a blue gremlin. His daughter was with him. She was like this 19-year-old, and he goes, "This is my daughter. She's dealing with sex addiction." I'm going, "Oh, okay." I get in the back seat. We're going down the 405 freeway to rehab, and I'm in the back seat sideways because it's a gremlin.
Mm-hmm.
And I pulled, because I'm sitting on something. It was a cock pump. And I'm like,
Oh,
I guess
Lord.
this is yours. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, thanks." And he hands it to his daughter. It was fucking chaos.
While he was talking to you, was part of your SNL brain so kicking and going, "This is a great character.
Yes.
Like, I should tell makeup, get me a ball cap. Oh my God, there's something really cool here. I could use this."
That was more of the world. The world stopped spinning, so there was no thank you. There was no like actual thought other than you motherfuckers.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, that's
You
what
motherfuckers.
I've heard that everyone that goes to an intervention is initially so furious at because,
Yep.
but they're not furious. It's the addiction that's furious because the addiction's like, I'm safe in here. Why are they trying to get you know what I mean? Like
I didn't think
addiction
I
is
needed
pissed
help.
off. Exactly, because that's the addiction telling
the
you.
problem is that drugs cost money, and if they would either lower the prices of pills,
Yep.
or I could get a windfall of cash, then this really wouldn't be an issue.
That's why Abel Ferrara needs to be president because he'll bring those prices down.
But in rehab was when the SNL brain started. Like, there's a big vato. I went with a bunch of like Mexican gangbangers and this guy George. He cut our hair. He was like the barber in rehab. Big guy, like a bouncer sized guy. And he's like, "We're doing group." And he goes, "I don't think I told you this." He goes, like you guys know, like you smoke meth, and it's like I gotta suck dick. You know. Come on, man. You smoke that meth, and all of a sudden you want to like suck that dick. You know what I mean? Come on, fuck you, man. And he's like working the circle, like we're holding it, like we're doing a prank.
Right. Like
He's like, "Come on, man. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. You got to suck that dick. You smoke the meth.
trying to
gotta
get
put
you
that-
to open up, man. Come on.
Come on, you know
doing
what I'm
this for
talking
your
about. Like,
good.
I'm the only one being honest, vato."
That's
So like that
hilarious.
guy. So yeah, but you're a depression guy, not a drug guy.
Yeah, I never really had a problem. I mean,
30 years on.
30 years on Prozac.
Congrats.
30 years on Prozac, my friend.
Living through better
Which
chemistry.
now it feels like again it feels very vintage and retro, like Rat Pack. I'm still on the old original Prozac. I know
Nice
these kids,
fedora putts.
I know this Gen Z now with their Wellbutrins and their old Prozac for me, baby.
The autumn wind.
The summer wind. I mean, it was depression is, and also it's very freeing when you realize, and I'm sure for an addict too, depression will always be a part of me, but you can learn to control it and go, you're only renting time in this thing. I still own this house. But for a while, the depression was a renter that was like, yeah, I'm going to knock these walls down. I might do some stuff here. And I was the landlord going, I don't really know what to do. And now I'm like, no, I'm the fucking landlord here. And you can, what do you need? What do you need to do? But you're not going to run this. You don't get to run the apartment building.
Is there like a morning routine or something that you do in concert with the prescription?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely try this. Whenever people talk about their routine, I wish they would always go, and some days I don't do it. But but on my perfect day, I'm up at 7, meditate, drink a shit ton of water before I do anything else to hydrate immediately. I'm doing this thing now. I do not look at any screens before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. because I think that has been
It's horrible.
Driving all of us.
Stay away from
fucking
MSNBC.
insane. All that. Well,
You may not wake up in the morning.
any cable news, and I'm not both sidesing anything. I'm just saying all cable news. This has nothing to do with politics. The way it's designed, if you've ever looked at it, it's breaking, new, just like they constantly have to have you jolted to keep you watching. This is any cable news does this. Now, boom, and that is so. The news should be a half hour at the end of your day, and it should be a man or woman going, "All right, here's what happened today. This is what went on."
Remember Brian Regan's joke about the unnecessary segues on the news? Like, and those are our lotto numbers. Thank you, Kevin. And speaking of lotto, there was a lotto crime. And I couldn't even get through it. I couldn't even get through the fucking joke. Speaking of lotto, there was a lotto crime downtown tonight.
I remember the local news. I remember one night back in the 90s, I was a big fan of the X-Files. So they were I was watching the X-Files, and then they went, coming up at 10, and they the local news at 10, and then they went, is this the last season of the X-Files? I was like, what the fuck? I love this show. So I stayed to watch the news, and they're like, no, it's been renewed for 2 more seasons. Like, you can't tease a story that that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's the job, isn't it? For
Yeah.
news. And by the way, when you say
Did the president strangle an 8-year-old on the White House lawn? Tune in at 10. You're like, oh my God.
Coming up next.
No. He didn't do that. Anyway, but he did visit Malaysia today. Like, you can't, that's how they tease things on the news. It's to get you nervous and terrified all the time.
It says breaking news on the bottom almost perennially.
Constantly.
Perennially? That means, again,
not that much stuff is
constantly.
happening.
Yeah.
It's just not.
And that's okay.
Exactly.
That's with addiction. It's like, it's okay that I'm sitting in my house watching television on a Friday at 8. This is what most of the world is doing.
Yeah, it's okay.
The serenity of just the right now, everything's okay. No one's thinking about how to fuck you.
Right.
Like, everybody's thinking. I was amazed in recovery, Patton, at how little people were actually thinking about me. Everybody's just living their lives.
That's the thing. I'm going to quote fucking Bob Hope. In my 20s.
There you go. Do it.
Mariette Hartley. She got freckles on her pussy. Is that mic on? Sorry. So sorry. He goes, in my 20s, I really worried about what people thought about me. And then when I got to my 40s, I didn't care what people thought about me. And now I'm in my 60s, and I realize nobody was ever thinking about me, ever.
You're not in your 60s. Shut the fuck up.
Well, no, he said that when he was in his 60s.
Oh, Bob, you're quoting Bob Hope.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Jay Leno
but
said,
I love that so much. Like, and you've got to keep, and you got to check in during the day and go, no one is thinking about you. No one's thinking about you. Go do whatever you want. They're not thinking about you. What if I go out and I fail?
It's a lot
they
like
don't care.
dancing at a party. If there's a dance floor, you're out on the dance floor and you think, we'll close with this. We got to get out of here. But also, Jay Leno.
Hang on, before you do, can I give you one more thing that'll lead into what you're about to say?
Yeah.
People who go to the beach and they're all like self-conscious at the beach, unless you have the best body or the worst body, no one's looking at you. Nobody cares.
I'm a perv. Remember, I'm the king. That's a
that
pervert.
is true. You're out there.
I'm like, look at her rolls. Perv king. That's my new franchise.
But you're saying the dance floor and the
Yeah, like when you're out on the dance floor, you're like, oh, I look like an idiot. I'm out here. But everybody else is on the dance floor thinking they look like an idiot. So get your hands over your head, do a 360, and get it over with.
Yeah. Be a goofball. Who cares?
But I had a fucking notebook of questions, and it didn't matter because it was an effortless conversation.
Great.
Come back whenever the hell you want.
Man, absolutely. And I'll leave my house even earlier.
Well, I got an extra bedroom upstairs.
Oh, I'll come the night before then. That'll be great.
You could sleep with Birdie and rub her ear vagina.
Yeah. We have a lot of Ratatouille to talk when you come back. So
This dog.
I told Joe before you came in, I go, hey, we're just sitting here waiting, and I go, hey, don't ask him about fucking Ratatouille. And he goes, oh.
I was absolutely.
That's all he had.
How are you real?
All
right, sorry.
Black coffee and ice water. Where do they get it?
You can pre-order it now from audible.com if you have the Audible app. Pre-order it on the 20th, November 20th. It'll download whole brand new hour of comedy, and it's an album. It's not a filmed special. And let me tell you something, Jay.
Another Grammy nom, maybe?
Well, I don't even.
We were a year apart.
Really?
Yeah, but I lost to Louis C.K. You lost to
Chappelle.
I mean, nothing you could do.
Because
I feel
when
great.
Chappelle
Like, it's okay.
gets nominated, it's like, we're playing against Michael Jordan this year. Let's
Yeah,
just
but
enjoy
Chappelle
this.
was like Dances with Wolves.
No. Shut up. But let me tell you something. If I lost to like Flight of the Conchords, I would have murdered somebody.
Oh, Jay.
14 minutes of dry, crispy shit.
But doing an album where you're not being filmed was fucking amazing. It's just an album. They're just recording you. It's the stuff we grew up on.
Yeah.
And my set
No, I'm
was
aware. I know
so
what albums
much
are.
better. It was one of the best sets I've ever had because I'm like, oh, no one's filming me. This is purely me in the audience. It was the fucking best.
You're the best.
Thank you.
Love you, buddy.
Mwah.
Patton Oswalt, friends.
Jay Mohr's my uncle.